I think it's great that Star Wars would get behind a charity. Star Wars has very little to gain at this point, so I think it's nice that they are lending their name and weight behind a charitable cause. There's some, like in LA, I just go to a store and I can't remember the name of the brand.
You got a medical marijuana card?
Yeah, and there's like these gummies that I have like found are like the most consistent. But then recently I went and saw Rogue One, and I ate what I thought was an appropriate amount of weed gummy, and I thought I was gonna fucking die. Like,
really?
I turned to my wife like 20 minutes into the movie, and I was like, "Is this the most intense movie that's ever been made?"
And that was hardly intense.
And she was like, "No," and I was like, "Then I am 100% like too high." Like,
wow.
And
how much did you eat?
I was thinking, like, one little tiny fucking thing. I'm like, I'm just like, how long is this movie? I have to drive home from this. Am I still gonna be high? Like, my father-in-law's here. What the fuck am I doing? Why is this happening? They're blowing up planets. What the fuck? Like, I had like an intense, it was intense. Like, it could be described as nothing other than incredibly intense.
If in the future we're talking franchising, how can I come in and help elevate it? Then I think about all those variables first. Star Wars, that could happen. I only say that because of my love for the mythology of Star Wars. Boba Fett could work, but it can't be the Boba Fett as we know. We can't hide my magic. This is magic, my friend.
There's been talk you might be involved in JJ's new Star Wars film. Is that something you're interested in, and who would you like to play?
Am I interested in? Absolutely. Who would I like to play? That would be up to JJ. But I love how this whole story, by the way, has morphed into this reality that I'm going to be in Star Wars. That I love JJ. I'm a big fan, and I'm a big fan of Star Wars. He's going to be awesome directing it.
To get to reenact scenes from Star Wars for Stand Up to Cancer is like the best of both worlds. I'm a member of the Imperial Senate on diplomatic mission to Alderaan.
So just before we start, I know that the Star Wars universe is very diverse, and I don't know if you saw the movie Aloha, but I can play a very convincing part Asian woman.
Are you offering us a part in the new movie?
It's a straight offer right now?
If I could, I would.
Wow.
Really?
We're in. We'll do it.
Who would I play?
Who would you like to play?
Who would you think I should play?
Chewbacca, but let's talk about who I'm playing right here.
God, again?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Does she get to throw a lightsaber around?
Yeah, she does.
Like
you know
buns,
she
the
does.
buns come off.
You remember when she had the lightsaber in the white outfit.
Oh yeah, for sure, right? Mm-hmm. She's badass, Carrie Fisher.
So he'll be Leia, I'll be Chewbacca.
Emma Stone, Javier Bardem, chemistry test.
If the First Republic takes over the galaxy, then everyone you love is doomed.
There's no way over the says?
What?
I loved Star Wars growing up, and then I got to do that documentary, and that was just by chance. A friend called me and was like, "Hey man, it's a 2-week job, and you work as a post-production assistant. It's a documentary called Empire of Dreams, and it's about the making of the Star Wars trilogy." And I was like, I almost drove off a cliff, and then I didn't see what the cliff was. And I went, whoa, my God, there's a cliff. But the cool thing I got to do is I got to go and watch a lot of dailies from the original Star Wars, which was the coolest thing in the world.
That's awesome.
And just watch them in the Millennium Falcon, and it's really like kind of weird, and then going cut, and Harrison Ford like, and everybody kind of settling and being like, all right, George, what do you want us to do? Okay, and then it's like, we got to get out of here, and it's just so kind of rinky-dink, and I go, I could see if I was an now being an actor, I could see being kind of nervous, especially in the 70s. You had never seen a movie like that before, being like, is this going to work? What are we shooting? And Darth Vader, it's David Prowse, the guy who not the voice of Darth Vader is James Earl Jones, but the guy who actually played him, and it's him doing all the lines. And it's a bit like the Black Knight scene in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. It's like, I am Darth Vader, and you will be. Yeah, and if I was an actor on this, I'm like, this is gonna suck. What are we making? I figure I could do a tauntaun which is a creature from Star Wars.
You're a big Star Wars fan.
I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I don't know if anybody. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, there's one, and
episodes 4 through 6, right? Not the new ones.
There's one,
right?
and then everyone else is pretending. One person was like, "Yeah," and everyone else was like, "I'm going to get in on this." This Star Wars thing seems to be pretty big.
I don't know what it is. No, it was.
What's a tauntaun?
A tauntaun is a creature from Empire Strikes Back that is that Luke Skywalker and Han Solo used to ride in the land of Hoth, which is an ice planet. And I'm trying to figure out how to fit it into a sketch.
Yeah.
And the tauntaun's basically, the tauntaun's basically. And then dying tauntaun. Just stood up and walked right out of the theater. And I was like, well, and I went out, and she was, she's 4, but she was like, did we not have that conversation? Like, what's wrong with you, man? Like, I remember it. Do you remember it?
No surprises.
No surprise. But I would think the same thing. I would say, like, if I was watching, Star Wars and my dad showed up in the Millennium Falcon, I'd be terrified. Hi, Han, Louis, Bill Sr. Hi, Han, Louis. Hi, Han, Chewie. Louis, hi, how are you? Bill Sr.